Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast Special Edition series where I go over each and every Major League Baseball team's season preview. This will be the first of 30, and this will be the Arizona Diamondbacks. We'll go over the top 30 prospect list. We'll do some superlatives. What I think the team's ceiling and floor is. Best team/player futures for the season, and a bold prediction for every team. So like I said at the top, this will be the Arizona Diamondbacks. So we'll start with their prospect rankings. We're going to do more prospect stuff like as the season goes on. I'm just going to do the player position and the ETA. So the first one is Jordan Lauer, shortstop. He is number 11 on MLB.com. He is somebody that is projected to be in the big leagues this year. And it caused some controversy a little bit, potentially, who's going to be the shortstop, him or Geraldo Perdomo, who I am not mistaking was also a highly touted prospect. Their number 2 prospect is also a shortstop, Tommy Troy, who, let's see if he's rated in the top 100 overall. Yes, he's 74th on the list. He's ETA 2025. Number 3 is Drew Jones, the outfielder. He's 2026, and he's 78 on MLB.com. 4 is Yu-Min Lin, left-handed pitcher. His ETA is this year. And he's not on the list, so they have 3 in the top 100. 5 is Gino Groover, third baseman. His ETA is 2026. Number 6 is Jonasel Lewis. He's a middle infielder. His ETA is 2027. 7 is Christopher Turin, middle infielder, 2027. 8, Ivan Melendez, corner infielder, 2025. 9, Dylan Ray, righty, 2025. 10, Ruben Santana, third base, 2027. 11, Christian Mena, righty, 2024. 12, Jorge Barosa, outfield, 2024. 13, Jack Curley, outfield, 2026. 14, Davison De Los Santos, corner infield, 2024. 15, AJ Vukovic, outfield, 2025. 16, Gilbert Diaz, righty, 2025. 17, Kristen Robinson, outfield, 2025. 18, Slade Ciccone, righty, 2024. 19, Caden Grace, lefty, 2026. 20, Adriel Rodney, outfield, 2029. 21, Blaze Alexander, shortstop, 2024. 22, Grayson Hitt, lefty. His ETA is 2026. 23 is Ricardo Yan, righty, 2026. 24, Landon Sims, righty, 2025. 25, Christian Serta, catcher, 2026. 26, Andrew Saalfrank, lefty, 2024. 27, Justin Martinez, righty, 2024. 28, Blake Watson, lefty, 2024. 29, Gian Zapata, outfield, 2028. And 30, Bryce Jarvis, righty, 2024. All right, so my pick for best rookie on this team, I'm going to say, will be Jordan Lauer. I think he gets called up at some point this season. And it'll be him and Geraldo Perdomo battling out for shortstop. But the question is, do they move on from Ketel Marte? But Perdomo was a highly touted prospect too, so maybe he gets traded at the trade deadline for an upgrade or something. But I do think Lauer will play on this team this season. Most improved player, I'm going to go with Alek Thomas. Alek Thomas was a highly touted prospect. He's somebody that the D-backs are relying on to break out this season. to say Alec Thomas is most improved. Most disappointing, Brandon Pfaadt. The reason why is because I do not think he will replicate his postseason run. He really was a surprise contributor to their run to the World Series last year. And I think he's going to revert back to the guy he was in the regular season rather than the guy he was in the postseason. Make or break, I'm going to say Tommy Henry. Tommy Henry is a pitcher in their rotation. He was a second-round pick in 2019. And he has a 4.57 ERA in 26 games. So, I think this could be a make-or-break year for the youngster. Who will have a bounce-back season on this team? This player, I think, will have a bounce-back is somebody that led the league in strikeouts last year and was traded to the D-backs in the offseason. He hit 49 home runs several years ago, and that is Eugenio Suarez. I think this guy's going to have a bounce back on the Diamondbacks despite a big ballpark, but I think a change of scenery could do Suarez wonders. He was in Seattle for 2 years and led the league in strikeouts both years. So I think that a move to the National League and maybe in a different ballpark could do him some wonders. I don't have a Ewing theory guy on this team. I can't think of anybody that significant that left because they brought back Lourdes Gurriel. So I do not know who Ewing theory will be on this team. But I think of one, I'll come up with it. All right, team ceiling and floor. I think their ceiling is second in their division. I just think the Dodgers getting Yamamoto and Ohtani and Teoscar Hernandez puts them over the top in that division. And I don't see a scenario in which the Diamondbacks leapfrog them. And it would be stunning if the Dodgers didn't win the division unless if the entire team got injured. But I'm going to say the Diamondbacks ceiling is second. And here's an unpopular opinion. I think their floor is fourth place. The case for that is that Suarez doesn't bounce back. Pfaadt takes a step back. A lot of other guys on their team that helped them go to the World Series take a step back. The Padres are better than expected with their pitching, and maybe there's Juan Soto Ewing theory there. And the Giants are better than expected with bringing in Blake Snell and Jorge Soler and Bob Melvin being there now. So I think there's a slight chance the Diamondbacks finish fourth, maybe 5%. But it's not out of the question. For sure. But yeah, I really don't see anybody winning this division other than the Dodgers. I mean, the case for the D-backs would be if all the Dodgers get hurt and Pfaadt is the guy who he was in the playoffs. Gallen is a bona fide ace, which I think he is, actually, because I'm higher on Zach Gallen the most. Corbin Carroll makes the leap to superstardom. Suarez bounces back. There's scenarios there for them to win the division, but I think it's more likely they finish in fourth than win the division because of how good the Dodgers are. All right, futures for this team. So I'm going to go to FanDuel and look at what their futures are for some stuff. And then I'll give out what I like. All right. The NL West, the Diamondbacks are 11-1, tied with the Padres. To reach the NLCS, they are plus 950. That's where they were a year ago. To make the World Series, again, 18-1. To win the World Series is probably 40-1, right? They're 40 to 1. I did the math. They're 19 to win the National League, and that's almost at 40. So I had a feeling they were going to be 40 to 1. Their win total is 83.5. Some may think that's too low. Others may think it's just right. You'll see my standings predictions on a show that's going to drop late Wednesday night or early Thursday morning, depending on some stuff. But 83.5 is the win total for the Diamondbacks. Is strikeouts for Zach Gallen on here? Yes. Over under 192.5. Corbin Carroll regular season home runs is 22.5. How about 30 plus home runs for Corbin Carroll? Plus 255. Okay. First home run's a fun bet. I might make a bet. That's like first touchdown. We're going to save that for opening day. RBI leader, Corbin Carroll. Where is that? I just keep looking at Corbin Carroll and what's his face? Futures. Gallen. Corbin RBI leaders 200 to 1. Oh, it's stolen bases 7 to 1. Okay, because then you know he's gonna. What about Gallen strikeouts 30 to 1? And then awards. There's Corbin Carroll NL MVP. 20 to 1. That's pretty good for someone who won the Rookie of the Year last year. And then the National League Cy Young, Zach Gallen's 14. Let's see Jordan Lauer NL Rookie of the Year. 40 to 1. Lovello Manager of the Year. 14 to 1. All right, so those are some of the futures that I'm looking at for this team. But my favorite one might be Lauer for NL Rookie of the Year. Yamamoto was terrible in his first game. Churia, we don't know how good the Brewers are going to be. Merrill is going to start on the Padres, so he's getting some buzz. Ibanaga's on the Cubs, so you know he's going to get buzz. But Jordan Lauer is sitting there at 40 to 1 from the Diamondbacks, who's their top prospect and is the number, 11 overall prospect on MLB.com. Yes, 11. So Jordan Lauer, 40 to 1 for the NL Rookie of the Year is my favorite Diamondbacks future, although I do like the Corbin Carroll numbers a lot. The win total's a little tricky, but we'll see there. So there you have it for the Diamondbacks preview, and next up will be a really fun one, the Atlanta Braves.